Hey there everyone, it's Caitlin, your geeky girlfriend, and in today's video we're going to be doing another Bookie Babe book review. I feel like I was just on here doing one of these videos, so I guess good for me for reading super fast. I love the summer because my reading speed just increases threefold from what it does during the school year. So I am really cranking these books out and I'm trying to keep up to date with my reviews for you guys. Before we get into the video, make sure that you're a subscriber if you like these videos. I've got lots of new authors coming at you, lots of new books. So make sure that you hit that subscribe button, and then you can also turn on the notifications and be notified about all of my new videos. And if you are more interested in my fashion content, you can head over to Instagram and follow me at your geeky girlfriend. That's your_geeky GF, and be up to date on all things fashion and boutique fun, which I upload most of those videos here on YouTube as well. So either way, you can't go wrong. So let's get into today's video. This video marks my 6th book in my 12-book challenge for 2022. So I'm halfway there, which is really exciting. And if I read one book a month for the rest of the year, I will meet my goal. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm really hoping to meet it since I was not able to quite finish it last year. So wish me luck. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing Robin Palmer's Geek Charming. And I have reviewed another one of Robin Palmer's books here in the channel. So you can look for Bookie Babe book reviews, Once Upon a Kiss. And that one is written by Robin Palmer as well. I will go ahead and say, I think I liked Once Upon a Kiss better. It was funny. It was had a lot of pop culture stuff from like the 80s and 90s, which I just loved. But in this one, we're going to talk about Geek Charming. So that's a little preface for you. And also, before I get into the full review, make sure if you are on Goodreads, you head over there and add me. It's Caitlin M, your geeky girlfriend, over there on Goodreads, because sometimes I add more details into my Goodreads reviews than I will here in the video reviews. So this Geek Charming is like I said, one of Robin Palmer's books. She has other ones, including Cindy, Ella, and Once Upon a Kiss, like I said. And the book goes back and forth between telling the story from Dylan's perspective, Dylan Schoenfield, and Josh Rosen's perspective. So each chapter is in a different perspective, but the events line up consecutively. So one day is in Dylan's point of view, the next day is in Josh's, etc. And if you have seen the Disney Channel original movie Geek Charming, it was based on this book. So the book inspired the movie. And I really wish that I would have read the book before I watched the movie, because the movie really tainted my reading of the book. I was picturing the movie characters, and the descriptions in the book did not line up with the characters that were portrayed in the film. For example, like Dylan in the book is blonde-haired, blue eyes, like typical Barbie girl when you think of like Malibu Barbie. And then in the movie, she's played by Sarah Hyland, who is a brunette and has brown eyes. And so it was like totally contradicting. Whereas in the book, Amy Lubaloo has brown hair, and in the movie, Amy Lubaloo has blonde hair. So the movie kind of took its creative liberty and switched the female characters' descriptions around, when that was messing with me through the whole book. I was reading it, picturing Sarah Hyland, which I guess it doesn't really matter for the events of the book, but I just wish that I would have read the book first. And overall, I think I like the movie a little bit better than the book. The book was a little bit of a letdown compared to the movie, and I don't know if it would have been that way if I would have switched them around. So let's talk about the plot of the book. This is a typical, nerdy makeover storyline. You've got the most popular girl in school, Dylan Schoenfield, and she, I guess you could use the word recruited, gets recruited by a film geek, Josh, to be the star of his documentary, which he's going to use to try and get into USC film school. They're both seniors in high school. They both go to the same high school, but they are from two totally different walks of life. Think She's All That and Grease and all those like typical rom-com types settings where you have your different cliques of people. You can even throw in Mean Girls, like the Plastics and all of that. So this is a different version of that. So it's all set in LA. Dylan is the most popular girl in school, and Josh wants to film a documentary focusing on the view from the top of Castle Heights. And he's going to use Dylan as the starlet of his little documentary. And it starts off rocky. They don't get along. He thinks she's a diva. But then as they do more filming and he sees different sides of her and he hangs out with her more, he realizes that, like, she's real and she's vulnerable and she can be very sweet. And Dylan, on the flip side, notices the same things about Josh, that he's actually kind of good looking and he's charming and he's silly and he doesn't care what she eats and he doesn't care what she wears and he just accepts her for who she is. And they end up forging this beautiful little friendship out of it. And the events unfold. There's some silly things, there's some dramatic things. She helps him get a crush or a girlfriend and vice versa. And Dylan suffers some crises in the book that are, looking in as a, not high school senior, are not that big of a deal. But to her, the most popular girl in school, and she's a senior in high school, these are like the end of the world things, right? So it's kind of comical in that way, but you still have a lot of empathy for Dylan and the things that she experiences. Overall, I would give this book probably a 6 out of 10. And I hate to do that because on its own, if I would have just read the book, I would have enjoyed the book. However, my enjoyment of the book was tainted by watching the movie. And I know it shouldn't be like that. And I know that I shouldn't be basing the book on the movie and my review of the book on the movie. However, after watching the movie and being really excited to read the book because of the movie, I was just a little bit disappointed. But the biggest disappointment for me was the ending, because I really wanted, this is a little bit of a spoiler, but I really wanted there to be more of a something other than a friendship between Dylan and Josh. And there's a point in the book where you think it's going to happen. And I was kind of let down by that. So a little bit of a spoiler there. But based on the events and the premise, you think that that's what's going to happen. So I was a little bit disappointed in that. Overall, it was a cute story, very appropriate for young readers. It is a very, very nice young adult fiction novel. If you are into like traditional fairy tale type stories and makeover type stories and like the Robin Hooding type characters that take the less fortunate under their wing and make them over and all that stuff, then this is a good book for you. I would definitely recommend this book if you have not watched the Disney Channel original movie. Definitely read the book first. And I know the Disney movie came out like several years ago, probably almost 10 years ago now. It's been a long time since the movie came out. So this book is a little bit older, but I'm just now getting around to reading it. And if you have not seen the movie, then I would definitely pick up the book and give it a try. It's cute. It's charming. It is everything that I wanted. Like, it's everything that I expected from the book, other than the ending, which was a little bit of a disappointment. And Josh is a very likable character. And so it's I liked his perspectives a lot better. Like, his parts were easier for me to read than Dylan's, especially in the beginning. Now, about halfway through, it kind of shifts a little bit where you start to feel more empathetic for Dylan. But Josh's parts were really easy to read. He's a very good character. He's very well written. And he is like the perfectly geeky person in all of us. He kind of embodies everybody's geeky side. This is a perfect book for me to read because I'm your geeky girlfriend. So it was perfect. And I like loved a lot of the references and a lot of the things that he talks about in the film were just really funny. So that's my review. I give it a 6 out of 10. I'm sorry. I know it shouldn't be like that. And I know I should not base the review of the book on the movie, but I just can't help it. It tainted my reading too much. And yeah, but very appropriate for younger readers, very appropriate for teen readers in your life. So if you have a teen who's looking for a new book to read, this one would be a good one. And check out other works by Robin Palmer, like Once Upon a Kiss or Cindy Ella. So, and what's interesting about Once Upon a Kiss is she mentions Dylan in that book, and I think she mentions like Amy, I'm pretty sure, in that book. So it was kind of funny to see the overlap in her little universe. And in this book, she mentions Cindy Ella. So the character who is Cinderella. So that was kind of cool. So she kind of intertwines her little universe of characters, which is really cool. So thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification button if you want to get notified about all of my new videos. And I'm dropping new movie reviews today, so make sure you go check out those as well. And I'll see you guys in the